How's it going, guys? Warmage here from Aviation Time, and today we'll be taking an in-depth look at all of the airport changes that occurred in World Update 13 Oceania. We'll be looking at all the new improved airports that Asobo changed with the update, and I took a look earlier today, and it's 10 airports that we'll be covering today. Obviously, it's the airports that we already saw in the patch notes video, which, if you haven't already, you can go check that out. But there were a few other airports that were not included in the patch notes that got changed with the update, so we'll be taking a look at those as well. It's mainly some airports in Micronesia, one in Indonesia, and one in Antarctica. So it'll be a total of 10 airports today we'll show you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, comment down below any video suggestions or any flight ideas or any feedback. It's greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you know when we post any new aviation content to the channel. Let's get started, and let's see the beautiful improvements made to the airports. Alright, so we are here at our first airport. It's in Papua New Guinea. It is called Guari Airport. It is a small little bush strip on the side of a hill, as we can see here. It is a single grass runway, kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's a small little village here off the side, and the AYLK code of this airport is Alpha Yankee Golf Foxtrot, AYGF, and it's one of 3 airports in Papua New Guinea that was changed or improved with the update. So we'll take a little look here, and we can see a lot of wildlife with the airport. There's also some people. There's these metal casings with I think that's some goats and chickens we can see, and some pigs. There's also a goose. There's also a family, and there's this little rundown building here on the side with a chicken there. There's also this building here. I'm not sure what to call it, but it looks very cool. You can see off to the side. And there's a little hut as well where someone might live. There's someone here with more chickens and goats. The village here is off to the side. We can see some buildings, some roads, but not that much. Coming back to the airport, you can see for the runway, there's these cones marking it. So there's a little turnaround point here, it looks like. Park your plane maybe right here. And then the main runway's here, marked by the cones. And on each side of the runway here, you can see there's fairly steep hills. So you definitely do not want to fall off the runway. And here's our aircraft here. But yeah, you can see the cones marking the runway sides, and it just ends here at the end. Don't want to run off because it's just a massive hill on every side. Nice foliage to the side of the airport, but that's mainly what it looks like. That's mainly what was added to it. We're going to change the weather here, and we'll see what it looks like in sort of different weather. I imagine that. So live weather right now looks like this. It's fairly clear skies. Quite nice. If we go nighttime, it's probably not gonna. Yeah, there's no night lights at the airport, so it's kind of just pitch black at night. Some light from the buildings over here, but if we go to real time and then we pick rain, this is sort of what it might look like on a rainy day. Pretty low visibility, but fairly standard. So yeah, this is airport number 1, Guari. We'll take a look at the second airport now in Papua New Guinea. So let's head over and take a look. Alright, so here we are at airport number 2, once again in Papua New Guinea in another mountain range. It is called Tapini, and that's the AYLK code of Alpha Yankee Tango India, AYTI. And before I continue on about this airport, at Guari, the airport before this, the runway was 12/30, and it was 2,144 feet of grass. There were also no parking spots at the airport, it was just the runways. So, here in Tapini, it is another single runway. It is a dirt runway this time instead of grass. It's runway 09/27, and it is 2,948 feet long, so about 800 more feet than Guari. Taking a look at things, we seem to be on another hillside, but this definitely seems to be a larger village. If you look behind me, the village goes up into the mountains. It's very nice. What is this? This is a very interesting roof here. But this looks like the main sort of terminal building. You can see down here there's some geese and a goat again. It's beautiful foliage, more geese, more people around. But there's these two buildings. This is the Department of Central Province, Guaylala District Administration, District Office, Treasury Office, and then it gives a phone and fax number. So that's like the main building, I guess, here. There's also these buildings to the side where you can see a bench. There's a little pickup truck here. More animals. Rusted building here. Then, yeah, there's multiple buildings, foliage around the village. This is what I thought was a watchtower sort of thingy in a screenshot. There's a screenshot, I think, of this. This looks like a church of some sort. Yep, definitely like a church. We can head over here. But yeah, other buildings you can see in the village. This is a very large one here. Big sort of apartment building. But you can also see some houses on stilts. Very nicely done. All climbing the hillside. Obviously you wouldn't want to have to go around going this way, because sort of like Lukla, it's just a big hillside on your back. Yeah, I'm not going to go in depth at every single building, but you can sort of take a look as we go down the runway here. Nice little hut here. What's this? This might be the hospital for the village. But you can see this is the third runway here. Not very well maintained. Pretty wide though, which is quite nice. We have a hangar here. Another building. And the runway is quite long this time. Way longer than last. Lots of green buildings here. Looks like another warehouse type building. This could be like a school or something. Yeah, a lot of these green buildings. And then here we are at the end of the runway. Once again, sort of just a massive hill to the ground below, and there's a little river valley if you overrun the runway here. More regular housing. And here's what the airport looks like from the other side of the runway. And as I make my way back, I'll change it to nighttime. See how it looks at night, even though it's probably just going to be pitch black. So yeah, pitch black at night. Can't see anything really. Then we'll change it back day. You can see a building all the way up there on the hill. Some small little dirt roads to go around. Obviously I have no idea what's around here, but a big mountain up here. Another really cool airport, really cool spot. This is what it looks like. Last thing before we go to the next airport, we'll check how it looks like in the rain. Little rain. And here's what you're kind of going to get in rainy conditions. So once again, a very nice airport. I think I like it more than the first one. And we'll move on to the third airport now in Papua New Guinea, and the last airport in Papua New Guinea, which is Kokoda. Alright, welcome to the third and last airport in Papua New Guinea. We are here in Kokoda, at Kokoda Airport. The ICAO code for this one is Alpha Yankee Lima Kilo, AYLK. And this airport is different than the other two. But one thing I did notice across all the airports in Papua New Guinea is their elevation. So Guari, the first airport we checked out today, was 6,500 feet above sea level. The last airport we were at, Tapini, which, by the way, also has no parking spaces. You can only spawn at the runways. That seems like a theme for all the airports here. That was 3,173 feet above sea level, while Kokoda here is at 1,268 feet above sea level. Now, Kokoda as well has only one runway you can see here, and it is a sand runway, and it is runway 17/35. It is the longest runway of the airports here in Papua New Guinea. That was covered in the World Update, and it is 3,524 feet long. Once again, there's no parking spaces that you can spawn at. And one weird thing about this airport, there is a second airport on top of it, with the ICAL of Alpha Yankee Kilo Oscar, AYKO, but it has pretty much the exact same spawns, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But as you can see, we're in a little valley here, a large river valley. You can see we have a river here on the side of the airport. Very beautiful. We also have this small forest off to our left, if we face this way, of all these trees. They look like palm trees, but they're not. I have no idea what type of trees they are, but there are a lot of them. Starting at this side of the airport, we can see the same similar runway markings to earlier at Guari. And I'll start over here. There's this little fence and this little beautiful banner slash poster slash mural. There's a tent here, some construction equipment, and then this building here, which I guess is storing fuel and other goods, fenced off. Beautiful design here. More animals and a human, some foliage, but yeah, more geese, chicken, pigs. And then over here, it seems like a little parking area for aircraft. You can't spawn here, but you can definitely go over here to park up. But it looks like some picnic tables, covered picnic tables, and these wood, I don't know, areas to stop the aircraft, or like benches, but obviously they're not benches. This sign that we saw at the start, very beautiful. Over here, some beautiful path, and a little hut. The fence continues along, not for the whole airport, but we can go down the runway here. It's a fairly long one. Not much on either side, just some grass. There is a road on the perimeter of the airport. But we come over here to some buildings. I don't know what these might be, but we can see more animals. I thought that was a dog, but it's just a goat. But more foliage around, and these classic buildings for the region. Very well done. I'm not sure what they might be for, but they're very pretty. Over here we have a tent and some benches. While over here we have the Oro Haven retreat area. Not sure exactly what it's for. This is what it looks like. Very beautiful. We continue on, and at the other end of the runway there seems to be another parking area here. Now once again, I couldn't spawn here, and there's these two buildings at the back here that seemingly have air conditioning. But with that being said, the end of the runway here has a pretty severe drop. It's not as bad as the other airports, but it's something to keep in mind. Then the village is fairly spread out. There's an apartment building over here, and there's some generic housing that you'll see. There's some roads around the area. I think this area is mainly a farming area. But there is a road with animated traffic. I don't know why there'd be an 18-wheeler here, but there is. But you can see some of the buildings around. Very beautiful. Here comes the river. There's a little bridge, and there's some garages slash store fronts that you can see. Yeah, another very beautiful airport. There's more of the village over here. We don't really need to go into detail about the village. This is sort of what it generally looks like. Beautiful mountainscape in the background, no matter where you look. And it's another beautiful airport. Once again, we'll take a look when it's dark out. You can see no lighting at all, except maybe some street lights, but very minimal lighting here. Then we'll bring it back to real time, and we'll take a look at some rain. what it would look like in the rain. And here it is. Pretty generic. See, the runway changes a little bit. But yeah, very good airport so far in Papua New Guinea. And definitely spices up the region. Before this, there were no real airport enhancements to the region. And I know from the past, in Flight Simulator X, Orbix had a Papua New Guinea enhancement pack that had some really beautiful airports. So it's nice to see some return to the region. Very nice airport. We'll move on to the next airport. Not sure where yet, but you'll have to find out. And I'll see you there. Alright, here we are at airport number 4. Alright, here we are at airport number 4. And we are in Chile, or I should say off the coast of Chile on Easter Island. For the airports there, the ICAO code here at Mataveri International on Easter Island is Sierra Charlie India Papa SCIP. It is a single runway airport with runway 10/28, a bituminous runway that is 10,842 feet long. You can see it spans like the entire island, and that is because LATAM likes to come here with 787, so you can see here. This is the Curo or Kubo 7878. I plan to do a flight here in the future, hopefully. And this airport has 4 parking spaces that you can spawn at. We have 2 here for commercial use, and then there's 2 over here on the opposite side for military. This airport is also 158 feet above sea level. So we'll start over here by the terminal. We have a little parking lot out here, departures area. Very, very cool design. Very pretty. A little sign here. Direction General de Aeronautica Civil. I have no idea what that means. We have some nice bushes. Little parking lot. Chilean flag. Little building here. It's like that's some aviation fuel or something. Generic fencing. Got a fuel truck, airport fire truck here. This is very nice. Looks like they just kind of store it outside. Some more art here on the wall. This looks like how you exit to the apron. Little crosswalk here, some cones. Big lighting here that should light up at nighttime. Little baggage truck over here. This is looks like arrivals. This is probably departures. Transiting and transit Eastern Island. Interesting. Other buildings here, I'm not sure what these are for. They might just be sort of like administration buildings. We have some baggage compartments there. This is the main terminal here. Shipping container on the side. Here's the baggage, some seating. So I bet you can sit outside while waiting for your flight. Maybe not. But this looks like where you would line up. More flags. Over here, we have LATAM cargo. So there's some cargo. We have loader here, some GPUs, air stairs. It's obviously there's not going to be jetways. Some vans, beautiful branding here in the garage on the door to the warehouse. More shipping containers. Some porta potties. Some wood pallets. Very nice. This is what it looks like from the outside. It's very nice. Moving on, you can see the, I don't know, town on Easter Island here. Very nice, very nice. Another building here for pickup truck. This might be some sort of meteorological building. especially these 3 domes that could be very important for weather monitoring. And there's a road that goes the length of the airport. So a little radio tower here, nice hills in the background, solar panels there. This could also be fire station. It looks like it could be for sure. Air traffic control tower, very nicely done. Very nice. And over here, okay, this is the airport fire station. Okay, so that could be like airport maintenance over there. This is the airport fire station, which is also very nice. We'll go over there later. We'll do the runway later. Although I just want to see the sign. That's probably 1,500 meters remaining, I'd like to predict. So we'll get over to the military side. 1,800. Yeah, so I think that's meters remaining on the runway. And I'm actually going to up the drone speed now so we can get around much easier. 2,100. So yeah, this is the military installation at the airport. 2 parking pads. We have a little antenna there. Stairs. These are probably manual, like pushback tugs or something. Yep, Chilean Air Force symbol. Some vehicle hangar, some vehicle garage, and a hangar for the aircraft, of which there are 2. This search and rescue, and this might be something else, maybe surveillance. Military vehicle, and a little building over here. Here's the other side of the village. It's probably the road. So another pretty steep drop off of the runway here. You can see the runway markings. Turnaround pad here at the end. Once again, beautiful little town. So here's the runway, what it looks like as we go past. ILS, Pappy lights, windsock, touchdown point. Taxiway markings if you're interested. But it's very straightforward here. All these markings are very straightforward. So as we continue down the runway, you see there's a slight elevation change. 1,500 meters. There's an early turnaround point here. There's another one here. 1,200 meters. 900. Could be feet actually, and I could be wrong. But it goes all the way to the end. There's another large turnaround point, and looks like some sort of fuel storage here for the airport. Little road that goes around the island. So the island looks like from high up. Pretty large. Very beautiful. Over here, like another warehouse building. That's something, slight issue there. Random fuel truck. And I have no clue what this is, but yeah, no idea. So, let's go to nighttime. You can always somewhat see runway lights as it's sunset here in a few hours. We'll go to nighttime. And we can see the airport lights up. Very pretty. Here's what the town looks like at night. And they don't have these lights on yet, but it would definitely be quite nice. Oh, there we go. Here's what it looks like as you'd be landing. And it continues the whole length of the runway. I don't know what this red light is, probably for the ILS. This is what it looks like. It's a very nice airport. Hope to do a flight here in the future. And here is the other end. So it looks like this runway might not have ILS. We'll go to rain. Here's what it looks like during the rain. Go back to the aircraft. It is absolutely pouring here. That's what it looked like. Very beautiful. So this is Easter Island Airport. I think it's the second largest airport. Probably not actually. It's probably like fifth largest that was modified from the update. But we will move on to airport number 5, which will be Kona International Airport. In my opinion, the largest airport that got changed, and one of my personal favorite airports on the Big Island in Hawaii. So we'll head over there now and check it out. Alright everybody, welcome to Kona International Airport on the Big Island of Hawaii, as we have a United 757 takeoff. And this is the main airport on the Big Island of Hawaii here. And it is a single runway, 17/35, that is 11,003 feet long and is made of asphalt. It has many park spaces for commercial arrivals, domestic and international, air cargo, commuter terminal, general aviation, and it's also an FBO, and we are about 40 feet above sea level. We'll start over here at the control tower. See beautiful buildings here, airport staff parking here, probably for the air traffic control, normal fencing. Don't know what this says. Danger. There's the air traffic control building, some antennae, and this is the airport fire department. See in the back. This is what it looks like. Someone else taking off, but here's parking for them. And we continue this road. Taxiways look very nice. Taxiway markings as well. We can come over here. We have some heavy equipment here on the ground, and a bunch of like baggage equipment and stuff. What else do we have? Cargo loading. That looks like another cargo thing. This is like the whole cargo area of the airport over here. This looks like an air-conditioned building. I'm not sure what for. This is also some parking. Oh, it's Aloha Air Cargo's main area is over here. Okay. More parking. Some beautiful trees. This is the main pickup and drop-off area here. This is the exciting part about Kona is their terminal. They have a very beautiful outdoor terminal, which you can see here. See the queues and stuff. Alaska Airlines, Hawaiian. This is the baggage claim over here, I think. Bag drop. Yeah, all different airlines at the airport over here. Who else can we see? There's the baggage area over here. Yeah, Kona is known for its old outdoor terminal and now has built this area here. I'm not sure what it might be the baggage center. And those times though you board via outside. Make sure the sound isn't that loud, it might be. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Yeah, we have more ground markings here. An old Southwest livery. Yeah, this is generally what the terminal looks like. We got airport parking. I think these are all stops for shuttle buses and regular buses. And essentially the airport over here has either more parking or this is all a rental car area. The entire rental car area for the airport's over here. So plenty of cars for people. What is it? That plane taking off is loud. But yeah, more road markings. Over here, more cargo. There's the another code for Kona. What else do we have over here? So yeah, more cargo area. This is the entire cargo area for the airport. Here's some taxiways, markings. But we get over here, and this should be the commuter air terminal. Over here. Paradise on the roof here. Helicopters. You can see right here. Anything over here? We have some trailer homes. Yeah, this is a general aviation / commuter air. You see some Mokulele parking. Mokulele is a big commuter airline in Hawaii. That's where I've parked the Cessna. There's randomly some jets parked here. I think that's a small issue. But we can see there's more hangars here for aircraft, some covered storage, and more general aviation parking around the back. More parking, more hangars. So continuing over here, we have a larger terminal, probably for business jets, fuel storage for the airport, more nice road textures and parking, and I think this might be the FBO over here. There's also some construction materials, so possible more construction going on. There's lastly even more general aviation parking. Ramp textures and ground textures for taxiways look really nice. You can see here, very nice ground textures. Runway textures are nice too. We'll go down the runway. Nice 3-5 here. Take a look behind. There should be some runway lights, I think. We can go the length of the runway. Even though it's kind of laggy. Here's the other end of runway 17. Sort of holding point here. I think 17 is the main runway. Now, one downside, there is this random tree here. And there's some more runway lights that go back. Some airport roads around. And then if you look all the way in the background, other than that plane, you can see there's the actual town of Kona. And this is what the airport sort of looks like from afar. It's very nice. I'm not sure what this is. It might be water treatment. Yeah, this looks like water treatment over here. And it's a very nice airport. I love this airport. One of my favorite. Especially, I love flying to Hawaii. One last look at it before we look at the airport at night and during the rain. I'm not sure it's going to snow in Oceania. But yeah, very unique airport. Very cool airport. I remember this sort of square. And yeah, very well. Very well done. One fun fact about Kona. The reason why the terrain is so black / gray is from the lava flows. Old lava, over time, created the black rock, which you see around. Pretty unique. I'm not sure what this is over here. But yeah, so let's take a look at the airport at night. Here's what the airport will look like sort of at night. We have runway lights, taxiway lights. Here's the apron lighting. And the whole terminal area. You see street lights. Very nicely lit up. Very well done. Taxiway lights might be a bit dim. I feel like they're kind of hard to see. But I really like the terminal lighting. It's very nice. Here's the air traffic control tower, fire station, and yeah, this is what the runway sort of looks like. And there should be lights leading up. Yep. Here's what it looks like to approach runway 17. So we'll move on to the rain. Here's sort of what it might look like in a rainstorm, even though it's pretty rare, but it does happen in Hawaii. Go to the terminal. And this is sort of what you could expect on a rainy day. Very beautiful. Look at these markings too, if I can get a good... The markings of the turtle and surfers and stuff on the terminal. I got a flight board here. San Diego, I see. Can't really read anything else. Yeah, this is what looks like a nighttime, or sorry, not nighttime, rain time. It's very pretty. So yeah, this was Kona International Airport. Very, very pretty, of course. A lovely airport on the island of Hawaii, big island. You can see over there was one of the volcanoes. I'm not sure if it's active or not. And yeah, very beautiful airport. We'll move on from here. And the next airport we go to should be either in the Solomon Islands or in French Polynesia. So we see you there. Let's move on to the next airport. Next up, here we are in the Solomon Islands. We are at Nusatupe Airport in the Solomon Islands, like I just said, with the ICAO of Alpha Golf Golf November, AGGN. It has a single runway, 14/32, which is made of asphalt and is 3,656 feet. There are 2 parking spaces, which you can probably see, and it is 12 feet above sea level. If I didn't say before, the ICAOs for Mataveri, or Easter Island, was Sierra Charlie India Papa, SCIP, and the ICAO for Kona was Papa Hotel Kilo Oscar PHKO. So anyways, here we are in the beautiful island of Micronesia, or on a island in Micronesia. I'm not even in Micronesia, I'm in the Solomon Islands. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're here in the Solomon Islands at the small airport, Nusatupe. It's a small little airstrip. You can see the small little terminal building in here. Some pallets, some barrels, baggage, and then there's some buildings here in the village. There's some boats that you can see over there. Some other buildings. And the runway spans the island, as we can see. Obviously, you do not want to fall into the ocean if you miss. If you overrun. But some more buildings here, beautiful boats, some houses. Come over here, there's a windsock, turnaround point, a little threshold, and some beautiful foliage. This airport is served by twin otters, semi-regularly. It's not like super often, but they come and go. We can see there's a few taxiway markings, mainly just directing you to the parking points of where you would stop here. You can see here, I think. Ooh, there's a little hole here, small issue. But yeah, I think you would park here and then you just go and take off. But here's the other end of the runway, another windsock, turnaround point. Very straightforward, very pretty. Another boat over here. This one looks wrecked. And one thing I do notice, the touchdown points are pretty far in. Not a lot of runway left. But let's go take a look at the airport at night. You can see all the other airports around, or sorry, other islands around. We'll do the rain first this time. Actually, no, we'll do the weather. Or the time. So yeah, as you can see, as expected, it's essentially pitch black. There's no runway lights. Some small lighting here from the terminal. And then if we bring it daytime, in the rain, this is what it would sort of look like in the rain from the runways. Very nice airport. Beautiful. I love it. I forgot about the sign. Didn't see it. Welcome to our paradise. So yeah, this was Nusatupe in the Solomon Islands. Now we'll go to the French Polynesia, where we will first check out Bora and then Moorea. So we'll see you over there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bora Airport in French Polynesia. It is a smaller airport in French Polynesia, not too far from Papeete. And it sees regular ATR service, like you see on the screen. And here we are. You can see the sign saying that it's a restricted area, the airport. But you can see, on the airport is a dock, and there is some beautiful boats. The airport is right on the water, but it's also near some other buildings, some houses. Got some hangars here, a little like Jeep, fuel truck. There's 7 parking spaces at this airport. The AGGN code for Bora is November Tango Tango Bravo NTTB. It has a single runway 11/29, that is 4,931 feet. And it is 10 feet above sea level, once again, with 7 parking spaces. See some large antennae here, of another building. A little hut. There's no real town here on Bora. Essentially, I'm 90% sure what happens is you land here, and then you take a boat to the island over here, or other civilization, essentially is what happens. You can see some other buildings here with the control tower, and the airport fire station is right here. Another building over here, airport fire truck. Here's our ATR. It's the freeware version, it's not the new one. And over here looks like fuel storage. Very standard. Ground markings for the apron, you can see here. They're sort of by letter over here, so it goes A, B, C, D. Over here. And then elsewhere over here, we have F. Well, E, F, G. However, G has multiple positions where you can park. This is sort of what it looks like. There's some hedges. So pretty simple layout. Then we come over here and we enter the runway. We'll go to this side first. There is runway lighting, as you can see. Little turnaround point, more lighting here. Come around, take off. Some beautiful coastline, just water as far as you can see. And then some other islands over here, and this seems like the main island. I think there's a screenshot from this rock looking over the airport. We have a second turnaround point here. Obviously lighting continues. Other buildings. Could be housing. There's a windsock. Poppy lights. And the other runway end here, runway 29. You can see how water enters the area here. There's more buildings over here throughout the little region. And so once again, like always, we'll take a look at the airport at night. Here's what it looks like. Pretty standard. We'll make the camera slightly faster. Basic taxiway lighting. Very nice apron lighting too. There's also this little spit that goes out. We can see there's a larger boat here. And then looking at this place with rain. Here it sort of is. Very pretty. Quite nice. Once again, here's a look at the terminal. Beautiful markings on the roof. And with that being said, that sort of concludes Bora Bora. This is a really cool sign. Obviously in French, because we're in French Polynesia. Some cones. And overall, a very nice airport. So we'll move on now to Moorea, which should be slightly smaller, but it should be just as pretty. So we see you. Alright, so here we are at the last airport in the French Polynesia. We are here in Moorea at November Tango Tango Mike NTTM. Once again, another airport with a single runway. Runway 12/30. It is made of asphalt and is 4,032 feet. The airport has 3 parking spaces, which you can see 2 of them are currently filled up. And the airport sits about 12 feet above sea level. We can see the terminal here in the background. We have some cones leading out to the apron and some baggage carts. These seem to be the departures over here, and the arrivals are on the right. That's probably the baggage door. I don't know what's in there. I see like Coca-Cola, maybe some shops. But the airport has a very cool roof, a very cool layout to it. It has almost like half oval type look. We see some parking there. Once again, there's like another dock just here. Pretty cool. But obviously there's parking. We can come down here. You can sort of see inside the airport there. Obviously Moorea has a small village right beside it. You can see it here. And a little lake. There's obviously a mountain here in the background. And over here is the main island of French Polynesia. You can see a plane taking off from there right now. There's more houses over here as we look. Just generic housing. And if we come back to the terminal, here's the control tower, some buildings, and the fire station. Also looks like fuel or water storage. And this looks like some sort of maintenance. Here is the apron textures. It's pretty basic once again, but you can see them here. There's 3 different parking positions. And it looks like there is lighting. Now, also with the airport, there's closed taxiways, so you can see all of this is all closed. All of this is closed. So essentially just 2 taxiways that go out to the runway. Then we have the runway itself. Going to this side, we have a windsock here. Different sort of turnaround position here. You kind of see it's more of a circular shape. You go around like this. This is runway 12. Lots of buildings here to the side. Also looks like a golf course right here. A little golf course. More buildings around the back. Over here. And here you can see the runway. Little fishing boat off here. More buildings, of course. We can see a second windsock here. Nice ambient sound from birds. Touchdown point here, and runway 30 has sort of 2 points to turn around. One here and one here. Over here, not much, just some regular old buildings, some trees, what you would expect. So we'll take a look at night, what the airport looks like at night. We can see the runway lighting, as well as apron lighting. Some parts of the city's light up, town's lit up over there. There's the fire department again, the buildings, and here's apron lighting. We have taxiway lighting as well, and the runway continues over here. Pretty nice. Looks like both sides had pappy lights. We'll come back down to the terminal. We'll take a look at what it looks like in the rain. Some weird texturing with the terminal, but that's fine. Here's what it sort of generally looks like in the rain. Very pretty. So this covers the second and last airport covered in French Polynesia. Obviously the other one we just covered was Bora. This was Moorea. I think sadly Moorea is the site of a pretty bad plane crash that happened once. But we won't talk about that. And moving on, we'll go to some of the airports that weren't mentioned in the patch note. We're going to start in Indonesia at Adi Soemarmo Airport. And we'll see you there.